support you have always given to me and to our state, Edo State. This morning we came to visit with the President and essentially to express the gratitude of Edo people and myself and my deputy for the role he played in the conduct of the last gubernatorial elections in Edo State. He insisted that Nigeria should have proper elections, credible elections, free and fair elections, and that is what happened. And so this morning we are here in the villa to express our profound gratitude and appreciation for this act, which on the surface will look normal, but the implications are very far-reaching. Because this is a sitting president, whose party was contesting an election, and he insisted that the right thing be done and a level playing field be created for all contestants. By doing so, that singular action has deepened our democracy far beyond what we can understand and imagine today. So for that act alone, we felt it was important that we come and say thank you. And not just coming alone with my deputy, we decided to come and say thank you with representatives of Edo people, our senators, our members of the House of Representatives, our senior citizens, and our party leaders. And Mr. President, in his characteristic, humorous manner, said he reluctantly congratulated me for beating his party. But seriously, he said also that, pointed out that his role, first and foremost, is as president of Nigeria, is to be president of all Nigerians, regardless of your party, your race, your tribe, or your creed. We couldn't ask more from Mr. President. He's really played the role of a statesman. It can be gleaned from the comments of Mr. President during this visit. Mr. President said that he wants to leave a democracy that is built on integrity. It's built on accountability. That is built on hard work. Those were his words, and I subscribe totally to them. It will not show integrity. It will not demonstrate someone that has any ethical foundations or moral foundations to do what you've asked about. I couldn't have contested on a party, won on that party platform, and then consider moving to another party. It's not a good thing to do. It's not the right thing to do, and I'm sure you will not encourage me to do that. In the case of godfathers in our politics, I have said in several fora that the whole concept of godfatherism is very dangerous to our democracy. And that's why when we came into the political fray in 2006, 2007, the mantra then was to make sure that we get rid of godfathers from our political life. And the reason is simple. You see, the godfather has no constitutional responsibility. The godfather acts outside of the Constitution, and he now controls people who are constitutional players. So if we allow that sort of situation to continue, it will be worse than military rule, where people who have nothing at stake, who have no checks and balance on them, can just arbitrarily decide that this is the way the Constitution should be interpreted or the constitutional players should operate. That's why that concept is. So whoever, if I become, or God forbid I become a godfather, I should be dealt with accordingly, because it is dangerous to the concept of democracy. answer to your first question, it's really unfortunate that there was so much bitterness, and I can assure you that most of it did not come from my camp. Mostly because we're not desperate. Most of the bitterness that was expressed did not come from my camp. But that's neither here nor there. We also have to appreciate the role of social media. You see, with COVID-19, the import and the impact of social media and technology is at an all-time high. So it's not that in the past such were not done, there were no hateful words, hateful speeches and hurting words that were used in politics, but it never had a level of proliferation and spread as it has had now because of social media. We will continue to try and heal the land. Fortunately, if you look at the elections and the results of the elections, it doesn't show that Edo people are divided or disunited, no. It shows that Edo people essentially have come together as one under one umbrella. That is what the election has shown. But we will continue to appeal to those who are outside our umbrella to work with us for the benefit of our people. Because what was the purpose of elections anyway? Is it not to do a contest for who will govern and rule the people better? If, as the result of this election has shown that Edo people trust that I will, at this point in time, be able to rule Edo better, govern Edo better, give our people what they want at this point in time, then my appeal is that everybody should join me for us to accomplish that goal for our people. Well, we have done quite a lot of work in the last 4 years. And this work we've done has been foundational. We've laid the foundation for a new Edo state. So whether it's in the area of education, trying to reenact education in the state so that the next generation gets a better education and is better prepared for the future so that they are not prone to being trafficked and prone to illegal migration, that foundation has been set. Our basic school system is perhaps one of the best. What we need to do is build on the other levels of education. In the area of infrastructure, we've done phenomenal, and there's so much more to be done. We've invested with some partners in fiber, for instance. Edo has perhaps the largest and longest fiber connections in Nigeria today. We have more than 400 kilometers of fiber. So that investment alone is preparing us for the post-COVID world, for the fourth industrial revolution. Those are the sort of things we want to quickly and rapidly begin to build on, whether it's in agriculture, whether it's even in arts. Arts and culture, that's one thing we didn't talk about we didn't talk enough about during the campaigns. We're working very, very actively with all the major museums in the world to document Edo works across the world and have an arrangement where some of them will be repatriated back to Edo State for our people to see what we created in times past. So we're going to sign more MOUs because that's the basis for running government going into the future because the ones we have signed, most of them have materialized. Thank you.